All right, y'all, this is the flood part two translation. I'm going to try and go quick, see if I can get through. All right, the goddess was moved. That's a perfect passive participle. Fourth principal part, motus, but feminine here because of Dea. It's just split up. So the goddess was moved and she gave the oracle. Now we've got three imperatives here. This is the first one, diskedite. So leave from the temple. I got that from because it's an ablative. From the temple and cover, that's your next imperative, your head, and untie, loosen your fastened clothes. Remember, they went into the temple to make their prayer. So she's saying to take off all their priestly stuff and throw the bones of the great parent behind your back. Magni and parentis are both genitive. So throw the bones of the great parent behind your back. For a long time, they were amazed. Remember, that's really ERUNT in there. It's an ellipsis to fit the meter. So I'm sorry, it's a syncope to fit the meter. They just took out a syllable. So they stood amazed for a long time. And Pyrrha broke the silence with her voice first. And she refused to obey the orders of the goddess. That's another genitive there. She refused to obey the orders of the goddess. This is dative because remember to obey, pareo, parere, parui takes the dative. So usis is dative. And I think this is the hardest part here. She asks with a panic-stricken mouth that, and now we're in an indirect question. I don't have a question word. That's what makes it tricky. So I am using that. We could also maybe say like if. So she asks if that she would give to her the dative a part in the accusative object. She asks that she, the goddess, give to her Pyrrha a pardon. And she is terrified to hurt the maternal ghosts with bones having been thrown. Having been thrown is a perfect passive participle. We in English probably would have said like she was terrified to hurt the maternal ghost, singular, that's a poetic plural, with bones, or like when she threw the bones, we would have made it a verb, but they're using a participle here to say the same thing. She is afraid to hurt her maternal ghosts with bones having been thrown. All right, I'm going to switch colors because we're going to kind of switch up what's happening as Deucalion figures it out. So meanwhile, they seek again. That's peto with re on the front. So to do it again, they seek again the obscura verba, the obscure words of the oracle having been given. Those are both genitive. That's how I know that they go together. And they are the words of the oracle having been given in their dark hiding places. So meanwhile, they seek again the obscure words of the given oracle in their dark hiding places. And then this little bit here, remember, is an idiom. So it doesn't make perfect logical sense, but it makes sense to native speakers. So they roll around the words. They roll around the words with themselves and among themselves. Remember, with themselves is like in their head, they're thinking it over by themselves. And then between themselves is like you and me, we're going to talk about it together. The two of them are chatting. Then we're starting here. The son of Prometheus soothes the daughter of Epimetheus with calming words. And he says, and then he's going to give you two choices for things that could happen. Either this one thing or the other. So either the prophecy is deceitful to us. The prophecy is deceitful to us. Or And then in this parentheses, he's telling you why he thinks the second choice is correct. So either the prophecy is deceitful to us, or oracles are pious and they suggest maybe no blasphemy. So oracles are the subject for both sunt and swanet. Oracles are pious and they suggest, why do I keep saying that? They suggest no blasphemy, meaning oracles are from the gods. They're not going to tell us to do something that would be blasphemous. That doesn't make any sense. So, or either the oracle is deceitful to us, or oracles are pious and they suggest no blasphemy. The great parent is the earth, right? That last line was tricky, right? Is the earth. He figures it out. Deucalion gets it. All right. I deem, maybe judge. We don't use the word deem very much in English or in modern English. I realized maybe judge would be better. So I judge that, now I'm in indirect statement, my hands are above my head, that the stones in the body of the earth, terrai is genitive, in the body of the earth are called bones. Diki is tricky. Because we're in an indirect statement, this is really I think I can write on it. Look at that. I'm really good. Okay, so dikera is really diki. Dikera is the present active infinitive, to say. Diki is the passive, to be said. It's an infinitive, but since it's in an indirect statement, sounds like a normal verb. So the stones are called, that's the present passive, bones. That's what's confusing. All right. And then the last line I actually think is easy because you can do it right in English word order. So to throw, ooh, that was the one I wanted. Go back to drawing. Go back to drawing. All right. To throw these behind our backs, we are ordered. Oh my gosh, I can't get the text box to go away. We are ordered is the last bit. That's your last verb. We are ordered. To throw these behind our backs, plural. We are ordered. All right, guys, good job. Let's see if it works this time.